Hello, hello, hello to all my uniques out there. This is your favorite girl, Akudo. Our topic for today is people pleaser. Are you a people pleaser? Do you go out of your way to make people around you happy, even when you are unhappy? You don't know how to say no to people, so you accept everything they say. You overwhelm yourself with a lot of things you want to do for people. I'm here today to tell you, if you didn't know who you are a people pleaser. And we're going to talk about the 10 signs that you are supposed to look out for to know whether you're a people pleaser or you're not. To all my returning subscribers, hello and welcome back. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You see the button that says subscribe, click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too, so you will be the first to see my video when they drop. Now, let's jump right into it. Most of my uniques have written me asking me, am I a people pleaser? I like to please the person that I'm in a relationship with. I agree with everything he says because if I don't agree, he gets upset, he gets mad. So, am I a people pleaser? So, I decided to come to you today with this video. People pleasing. Now, let's go to Google. That's my favorite place to go. All right, let's look at the first definition. I'm going to take some definitions. Let's look at the first definition. It says, people pleasers often deal with low self esteem and they draw their self worth from approval of others. They don't know who they are. They draw their self worth by how people see them. If people think you're beautiful, then they think they're beautiful. If people think they're smart, then they think they're smart. If people think they are kind, then they think they're kind. Whatever makes people happy around them, that's what they do. And those things that are associated with people pleasing is things like, I am only worthy of love if I give everything to someone else. They are only happy or feel like they are in love if only they give everything they have to someone else. Okay, that's the first definition. Now let's go to the second one. The second one says that it is a behavior pattern of constantly trying to please others in order to avoid the displeasure of others. They are constantly trying to please others. My sister, my brother, do you know what it means to constantly try to please others? Into a pattern. You're going to be tired because people can never be pleased. Human beings are insatiable. You can never please them. But when you have made it your business, that you are going to be pleasing people around you, it's going to take a toll on you. So that's the second definition. Now let's talk about the third definition. The third definition says people pleasing is a strategy for coping with a lack of security in a relationship. When people are not secured in their relationship, does he love me? Does she love me? Is he going to marry me? Is he going to propose? Are we going to have children? So do I need to do this so he will propose? They are not secured in their relationship. So they go an extra mile to see if that person will approve of them. And my sister, my brother, when this shows up in marriage, it is very difficult. When it shows up in businesses, it is very difficult. When it shows up in relationship, my sister, it is hard. So most of the time, people are there to please each other, even to their own detriment, even to their own unhappiness. They are not happy, but they are just there because they think that once they make people like them or make people approve of them, then they are good to go. But my sister, I want you to grab your chair. I want you to grab your sister's chair. I want you to grab your mom, your uncle, your auntie, your grandpa. I want you guys to sit around this. If you are watching this video, please help me share. Put somebody in. Tell the person Unique is online. Please go listen to her. Let us come. Let us reason together. I'm here to empower you. You're here to empower me. We are here to empower each other. So now we are going to talk about the 10 signs. Grab your paper. Grab your pen. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. No, 2 seconds. Grab your paper, grab your pen. and let's get down to it. We are going to write it down so that when you have it written down, when this video is over, I want you to go check. If you have 10 of them, you need help, my sister. You better be going straight to my website, uniqueempowerment.com, to go sign up for your coaching classes. We are here to empower you. When we empower one, we empower all. Okay? Now let's get to it. The first sign that you are a people pleaser is you cannot say no. You find it hard to say no to anything. I don't care what it is. Whatever people tell you, you can't say no. And no. Now practice it with me. Say no. Mba no no. No. Nehi nehi. No. No. People find it hard to say no. So whatever you ask them, yes, 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 yes. Instead of them to say no, they will avoid you. They will not pick up your phone. They will stay away from you because they don't want you to be angry. Because they think that if they say no to you, it's going to make you mad. That's number one. You cannot say no. Number one sign that you are a people pleaser. Number two sign says you feel uncomfortable when people are angry around you. Whenever you think you're going to make somebody mad, you even agree to climb the mountain for them as long as they are not angry with you. You become so uncomfortable. You're going to break boundaries and break barriers and do things, because you don't want him to be angry, or you don't want her to be angry. You don't want your boss to yell at you. You don't want your co-worker to look down on you. You don't. So because of that, you go an extra mile. That is a people pleaser. You are now making yourself uncomfortable so that they will be comfortable. You don't want them to be angry. So instead of them to be angry, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yes, yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. Whatever you say, I'll do it. Just because you don't want them to be angry with you. Number three says, you are always apologizing. Number three says, you are always apologizing. Akudo, can you help me get that cup? Maybe you forgot. And the person say, why didn't you get it? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, please, I'm so sorry, forgive me, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, 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 sorry. You say sorry for what you did, you say sorry for what they did, you say sorry for what somebody else did, you say sorry for your boss, you say sorry for everybody because you're looking for approval. You want them to love you, you want them to accept you, you want them not to have, any kind of displeasure with you. So you go an extra length, always apologizing for things that make sense and things that don't make sense. My sister, my brother, if you see yourself apologizing often, all the time, maybe you might be a people pleaser. That's number three sign. Number four sign says you need praises all the time. You want them to praise you all the time. Akudo, you're so beautiful. Akudo, you're so handsome. Akudo, you're so tall. Akudo, your shape is good. Oh, your glasses is phenomenal. Oh, you're a virtuous woman. Akudo, your hair is wonderful. Akudo this, Akudo that. So you go an extra length to make sure that people praise you. Even if it means being unhappy, even if it means carrying the whole load by yourself, even if it means walking home by yourself, even if it means doing double the job, even if you're not happy doing it, you go an extra mile because you want them to shower praises on you. Remember what the definition says: your self-worth is attached to other people's opinion. How you see yourself is how people see you. If they see you as kind, then you think you're kind. If they see you as mean, then maybe they're right. God forbid they will ever be wrong. Oh no, they must be right. So that's number four. Number five says you act like the people around you. In Igbo language, we say, "Ihuncha, gichanwucha, gihoji, gijuoji." Here, it means, when you see this, it's good for you. When you see these people, you live downtown, you act like people downtown. You come down in the suburb, you act like people in the suburb. You see the Joneses, you act like the Joneses. You see the Christians, you become a Christian automatically. You go to the Hindus, oh, that's what you want to be. You do whatever you see people around you doing. You don't know who you are. And my sister, if this is who you are, I have a coaching session. I is titled, I Am Enough. Come and join us. Never in your life be ashamed to empower yourself, because if we empower you, then you can empower others. No knowledge is a waste. You need to contact me Go to my website, uniqueempowerment1word.com, and go sign up for the coaching sessions. If you are that kind of person, you don't know who you are. You are always trying to be the person that you're sitting with. If your husband, some men, maybe they like helping their wives at home, they enjoy helping their wives. But now that their friends are around that don't help their wife, now they want to act like their friends. Some women do that too. When they hang around their girlfriends that are not married, they want to act like they are not married. And then when they hang around with the ones that are married, they now want to act like they are married. They don't know who you are. My sister, if that is you, if number 5 strikes to you, then you need some coaching sessions, okay? Where we're going to build you up, build up your self-esteem, build up your confidence, boost up your ego, make you know who you are and what you're working with. Number 5 says, remember, number 5 says they act like the people that are around them. Number 6 says they avoid conflict by all means. They don't like conflict in any shape, any form. They don't want it like yesterday. They don't want it like yesterday. They will do everything to avoid it. I'll give you an example. Maybe I went to the fridge, I got water and got it, I left it on the table. I went to go get my cup. By the time I came, maybe my sister has taken the water. They won't stand up and say, Akudo, that's my water. I left it on the table. Oh, they don't want that because they don't want Akudo to be angry at them or feel like she's challenging her. So they will just go back to the kitchen and get another water. They might come back here, leave it to go get napkin. By the time they come back, Nelson has taken it. They won't ask Nelson because they don't want him to be angry. So they avoid conflict by all. But conflict is life. Conflict is going to happen. And conflict is not about fighting. Conflict is not about using derogatory words. Conflict is taking a stand and saying what you believe in, saying what you value, and saying it. You argue the points. You argue the facts. Okay? You argue the points and you argue the facts. But people pleasers, they avoid conflict by all means. They don't want conflict. They don't want confrontation. They don't want to ask you anything that they think will make you not approve of them or make you feel like, oh, really? Is that what you're doing? Or get angry at them. That's the sole reason why they avoid conflict. Number 7 says they never admit to you that they are hot. You can hurt them. You can sit down there and insult them. You can use derogatory words at them. You can manipulate them. You can use them. You can threaten them. You can do anything. They just sit down there and smile. Even though inside their hearts they are crying. Even though inside their hearts they are hurting. But they don't want to tell you they are hurting. Why do you think they do that? Can you take a guess? Let me give you 2 seconds. Think. Why do you think they don't want to express their feelings? They don't want to tell you they are hurt because they are scared that you will not approve of them. They are scared you might get angry at them. They are scared you might confront them. So what do? They just keep quiet and they never tell you when they are hurt, even though they are hurt. That's number 7. Number 8 says they pretend to agree with everything you say. They agree even though they know the truth. They know that that light is yellow. They bought that light by themselves. They have the name written across saying yellow. But when somebody comes, especially somebody they love in their inner circle, in their relationship, in their marriage, in their business, their colleagues come and say, oh, you know that light is red. They can never speak up and tell you, no, my sister, that's not red. That's yellow. I bought it. They'll keep quiet and say, oh, okay, it might be red because, sometimes when red and yellow come together, now they want to give you excuses to justify the fact that they know that is yellow, but they are going to pretend like they don't know it's yellow to agree with the colleague that said is red, just to make sure that the colleague does not get mad, be confrontational, or argue with them. So they do everything, or even disapprove of them. They remember the key word. They are looking for your approval, constantly doing things for others in order for people to approve who they are. That's number 8. Number 9 says they are responsible for every other person's feelings. They are responsible for every other person except their own feelings. They are looking at, is she happy? Is he happy? Are you okay? Are you okay? But they are not okay themselves. But they are so worried about every other person's feelings. Those are people pleasers. They are responsible for everybody's feelings. They want to make sure everybody is okay. They want to make sure whatever you're doing, what do you need? What do you want? They please everybody around them except themselves. Their own feelings, they are not responsible for because they cannot even express it, but they are responsible for every other person's feelings. And then number 10 says they are overwhelmed with doing everything in every other person's to do list. They have their own to do list, but they will not deal with it. They will tell the neighbor, if this neighbor will say, can you help me cut my grass? This other neighbor will say, can you help me wash my car? The other neighbor across from her will say, you know what, can you help me, wash my car or cut my grass? And then this other neighbor will say, on your way going to work, can you drop me? Because she's a people pleaser or he is a people pleaser, she or he will say yes to everybody when she knows she has to be at work at 8 o'clock. How are you going to cut this neighbor's grass, wash this neighbor's car, fix this neighbor's roof, and still take this neighbor to the store before going to work? But because she does not want to disprove or disagree or get in conflict or say no to any of this, she will say yes to everybody. Now, her to do list plus her own to do list of getting ready, giving her family breakfast, taking the children to the bus stop, getting inside her car, and going to work. Her list plus these 5 to do lists she got from her neighbors. Now she has 10 things to do with just a little bit of time to do it. So she is always overworked. She is always overwhelmed. He is always overworked. He is always overwhelmed, trying to please everybody around her. Instead of her to say, sweetie, I cannot cut your grass. I only cut grass on Saturday. When I'm doing my own, I might do your own. My sister, I can't wash your car because I don't even wash mine. But there is a place downtown where I go wash it. I'll give you the address. Go see. It's only $5 and see if they can wash it for you. My sister, I cannot fix your roof. I don't fix roof. I've never fixed roof before, but I can give you the phone number of my roof guy to come and do it for you. And my sister, where do you work? You work very close to where I work. You know what? I will drop you to work on my way going to work. She could have said that, but she doesn't want anybody to get angry. So what she ends up doing is saying yes to everybody, overwork herself, and add more to her to-do list. My sister, my brother, those are the 10 points, the 10 signs you should look out. Why you will know if you are a people pleaser. My sister, love is a wonderful thing. Love is unconditional. When you are in a relationship with somebody you love is not words, love is action. So I believe in showing love. We have 5 love languages. Some people love words of affirmation, some people love quality time, some people love giving gifts. They like to receive gifts. That's how you show them love. Some people do so many languages on how they love themselves. But my sister, as you're putting action into your word, let your action not always be give, give, give. Sometimes let it also be take and give. You take and give. It is okay to do stuff for people you love. It is okay to do stuff for your family. It's okay to go out of your way and help your husband. It's okay to go out of your way and help your children. But are you doing it because you're doing it out of love? Are you doing it that any day you don't get to do it, does your loved one understand that maybe today you couldn't do it? Or do they get angry? Do they get upset? How dare you not do it? And when they get mad at you, oh, why didn't you wash my clothes today? Why did you not wash my clothes? Do you explain to them that maybe you didn't have the time, that tomorrow you get to eat? Do they get upset? Do they now not talk to you? You know how marriage is. Some husband and wife, we get into that little malice where I'm not going to speak to you. You will not speak to me. When you see me upstairs, you go downstairs. When I see you downstairs, I go upstairs. You know the little tricks we all play in marriages. Do we do that because today, God forbid, you forgot to do laundry? Today, God forbid, you forgot to cook. Today, God forbid, you bought breakfast instead of cooking breakfast at home. These things are what we do out of love. And out of love, when we forget or we don't have time to do it, love should also understand that we couldn't do it today. This is what we do all the time, but we couldn't do it today, but maybe tomorrow is another day. Love is action. I always tell you guys, my unique, we are tired of hearing what you're saying. I need to see what you're doing. I am so tired of hearing what you're saying. I need to see what you're doing because action speaks louder than your voice. You can love, love is about sacrifice. Love is about give and take, but you're not going to sacrifice your happiness. You're not going to sacrifice who you are. You're not going to even express yourself when you're unhurt. You cannot even stand conflict. You are always apologizing for what you did, what you didn't do. My sister, maybe it's high time you sit down, my brother, and think deep. Are you sure you are in love? Are you sure you truly love that woman? Are you sure you truly love that man? Because love is action. Love is not words. I always tell you guys, men know that they are loved. Women need to be shown they are loved. And our children need to feel that they are loved. My sister, the other side of this video, I have 6 points how to help you stop being a people pleaser. People pleasing takes a toll on you, my sister. It takes a toll on you. It pulls and stretches you so thin. You are busy trying to please everybody around you that by the time you realize it, you have lost who you are, you have lost what you believe in, you have lost your values, and you have lost everything. My sister, it's high time you discover who you are. You rediscover who you are. You should not be lost in marriage, lost in relationship, lost in your business, lost in your friendship, lost among your colleagues that you don't even recognize who you are anymore. One thing, let me give you a secret. People pleasers, they do all these things to please these people, but they never please them at the end because human beings are insatiable. They are never satisfied. Even if you cut your hair, oh, why did you cut your hair? You leave it long. Why is it too long? You put glasses. Why are you wearing glasses? You take your glasses off. You don't look good. Put it back. You put on lipstick. It doesn't look good on you. You take it off. You look too plain. You are tall. You are too tall. You are short. You are too short. You are big. You are too big. You are slim. You are too slim. You are rich. You are too rich. You are not rich. You are too poor. There is nothing that people will say, "Mwah, you are perfect." None of us is perfect. And no matter how you try to please people around you, that will not make you perfect. It's high time you stand up and know who you are and know that you are enough. You are created wonderfully, beautifully, fearfully by God, just the way you are. That is why you are unique. That is why there is no other person in this world than you. It is good to know people's opinion about you. It is good to hear people's opinion about you. It is good to let people shower you with blessings, but let it not be the core of your self-worth. Let it not be how you gauge who you are. Oh, because people love me on social media, so that means I'm worth something. Because people pay attention to me on social media, that means I'm worth something. No, my sister, no, my brother, you are worth more than gold. You are worth more than silver. You are precious, created for a reason and a purpose. You are unique. The Bible says you are created in God's image. You are unique. Don't let nobody sell you anything short of that. Don't let nobody make you begin to second guess yourself. My sister, my brother, it is high time we say no to being a people pleaser. We are not only going to say no to domestic violence, we are also going to say no to pleasing everybody around you. Because if you don't know it, that is a way of abusing your own self. Remember to give us a thumbs up, share this video, and please subscribe to the channel. I need you to subscribe to my channel. I think we are like 470 right now. We are growing, but we need you to come and join us so we will grow. I don't want this video to be too long because a part 2 is coming, and that one, the topic is stop being a people pleaser. And I'm going to give you 6 ways how you can help yourself and stop being a people pleaser. So I'm going to run down 10 of them again. Remember, if you missed any, this is the time to write it down now. The first one says, you don't know how to say no. The second one says, number 2 is you are very uncomfortable when people are angry around you. Number 3 says you apologize all the time. Number 4 say you need people to praise you all the time. Number 5 say you act like the people around you. Whoever that is around you, that is who you become. Number 6 says they avoid conflict by all means. Number 7 says they never admit when they are hurt. They never express their feelings. Number 8 says they pretend to agree with everything and everyone. Number 9 says they are responsible for every other person's feelings except themselves. And finally, number 10 says they overwhelm themselves with other people's to-do list. My sister, my brother, write it down, check on it. Now your assignment is this. I want you to go to the comment section. Any of these 10 points, anyone you think that is who you are, I want you to write it down and write down how you are going to put a stop to that. If you don't like confrontation, you don't like conflict, say, I particularly, number 5, I don't like confrontation, I don't like conflict. And some of you will say, number 1, I don't know how to say no. I'm going to teach you in the next video how to say no, mbanunu, no, nehi, nehi. I'm not going to do it. And in so many other ways you can say it without actually saying no. I love, love, love you guys. Remember, be kind to yourself and to each other. Know who you are and whose you are. Other people's idea of who you are, their opinion, their views, their perspective of who you are does not, will not in any way determine who you are. Your self-worth, confidence, and esteem is not attached to their opinion. You are you, wonderfully created, uniquely in your own way. I love you guys. Mwah. See you on the next one. Bye bye.